Governor Walz launches Your Shot to Summer Incentives campaign. Encourage COVID-19 vaccinations by July 1st. Campaign begins today to help state reach goal of 70% of Minnesotans vaccinated by July. Minnesotans getting their first shot over the next month will be able to choose their own reward from a wide range of options, including state parks passes, fishing licenses, and state fair tickets. Today, Governor Tim Walz launched Your Shot to Summer, the state's COVID-19 vaccine incentive campaign, encouraging Minnesotans to roll up their sleeves and get their COVID-19 vaccine during this month. The campaign aims to get 70% of Minnesotans 16 years of age and older vaccinated by July 1st. The first 100,000 Minnesotans who get their first shot between May 27th and June 30th will be able to choose the reward of their preference from a wide range of lists of options, including state parks passes, fishing licenses, and tickets to various summer attractions and events. Summer is here. Vaccines are working, and we are still going full steam ahead finding ways to keep our community safe, said Governor Walz. We've had great success in our state so far with more than 2.5 million Minnesotans fully vaccinated. And we want to build on that success and get the broad community protection needed for everyone to have fun, safe summer they want. Whether it's fishing, exploring our state parks, taking the family to a ball game, or the Minnesota State Fair. We want to help get you there safely. So, roll up your sleeves, make that vaccine appointment, and pick your reward. Minnesota, this is your shot to summer. We are all so excited to get back to a summer filled with all the people, places, and activities we love and have missed so much, said Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan. And we know the key is getting back safely is making sure as many Minnesotans are vaccinated as soon as possible. The best thing you can do for yourself and your community is to get the vaccine if you are eligible and able. Take your shot to summer to help our state stay safe, to get your reward, and to kick off the summer we want together. Minnesotans who get their first COVID-19 vaccine dose May 27th through June 30th will be eligible to choose the preferred vaccine reward from the 9 options listed below. Great Lakes Aquarium Pass, eligible for one entrance to the Great Lakes Aquarium in Duluth, valid until July 1st, 2023. The Minnesota Department of Health will provide recipients' contact information to the aquarium, which will mail tickets to Minnesotans who select this option. Mall of America Nickelodeon Universe Pass. Eligible for a 30-point ride pass at Nickelodeon Universe that can be redeemed through September 1st, 2021. The Minnesota Department of Health will provide recipients' contact information to Mall of America, who will send information to redeem the pass. Minnesota Fishing License. Eligible for one individual Minnesota resident annual fishing license effective through February 2022. Must be redeemed by July 30th, 2021. Recipients must be eligible to hold a Minnesota fishing license. The Minnesota Department of Health will provide recipients' contact information to the Department of Natural Resources, which will reach out to Minnesotans to complete their fishing license application. Minnesota State Parks Pass. Eligible for one Minnesota State Park annual pass. Minnesotans will receive the pass in the mail from the Department of Natural Resources. The Minnesota Department of Health will provide recipients' contact information to the Department of Natural Resources, which will mail the State Parks Pass. Minnesota Zoo admission. Eligible for one adult admission at the Minnesota Zoo through September 8th. The Minnesota Department of Health will provide recipients' contact information to the Minnesota Zoo, which will email information in order for Minnesotans to redeem their admission. Northwoods Baseball League tickets. Eligible for one reserved ticket to attend a Northwoods League baseball game during the 2021 season. The Minnesota Department of Health will provide recipients' contact information to the Northwoods League, and Minnesotans will call the ticket office of the team they select and provide their full name and address for verification to reserve their tickets. Tickets are based on availability at the time of calling. Participating teams include the Rochester Honkers, the Wilmer Stingers, Mankato Moondogs, St. Cloud Rocks, and the Duluth Huskies. State Fair tickets. Eligible for two admission tickets to the 2021 Minnesota State Fair. The Minnesota Department of Health will provide recipients' contact information to the State Fair, which will email tickets no later than July 16, 2021. Valley Fair single day admission. Valid for one Valley Fair admission ticket and the chance to purchase additional tickets for the same date at a discounted rate during the 2021 season. The Minnesota Department of Health will provide a unique code via email in order for Minnesotans to redeem this offer. Visa card. Eligible for a $25 Visa card to be used anywhere Visa is accepted. Minnesotans will receive the cards by mail or email from the Minnesota Department of Health or a state of Minnesota vendor. In order to be eligible for the vaccination rewards, Minnesotans 12 years of age and older must receive their first dose between May 27th and June 30th, 2021. Beginning June 1st, 2021, Minnesotans can verify their first dose and indicate their preferred vaccine reward at this site. Rewards will be available for the first 100,000 requests made by eligible Minnesotans. Reward requests must be submitted to the Minnesota Department of Health by 11:59 p.m. on June 30th, 2021, and will be fulfilled on a rolling basis throughout the month of June 2021 and no later than July 16th, 2021.